Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone with true well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shaman. This week's topic is going to be entitled, Let Go From Thee, Mortal Thoughts. And this lesson was inspired by a lesson that I saw 12 years ago. The apostle Elder Rakal was speaking, and Pada was reading for him. Pada! Inside joke. He's no longer with us, but he was reading for him, and I saw this lesson when I was going through my trials and tribulations. And we're going to constantly always go through trials and tribulations. It really uplifted me, so I thought I'll just piggyback off of it. It was in my mind. I'm going to jump right into the scripture. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13. It says, Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Right, so we setting our house into order, getting ourselves right with the Most High, and we're reproving the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for their atrocities, because that's our people. That's what the Lord is dealing with. It says, comfort such of them as be in trouble. Now, how are we comforting with these words? The scriptures is called the Comforter, right? When you read the book of 2nd Maccabees, I believe the 15th chapter, Judas Maccabees, it said that he armed his men not with shields, not with swords, but with comforting words. So these words are very powerful, right? The scriptures tell you that this word cuts sharper than a two-edged sword. The fact that I'm doing a lesson that had the residue of a lesson that I saw 12 years ago shows you just how impactful the words you speak can have on a brother, right? It says, Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people, comfort such of them that be in trouble. And it says, and now renounce corruption, right? Renounce the ways of this world, right? And that's pretty much the thing. That's what this lesson is. A lot of times the things of the world, all right, could really weigh down your mind and throw you off your pivot. So much stress you the fuck out. And when really, in the grand scheme of things, our life is but a vapor. The little trials and tribulations you're going through is but temporary. And in another dimensions, brother, we already, if we have the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we have the elect, we already received our crown. This thing just has to be played out. So just endure what you're going through. Verse 14, and this is the point. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Your bills, child support, shit going on with your baby mom, shit going on with your parents, shit going on with your living situation, car note backed up, this backed up, you name it. Bullshit at the fucking job, people at the job stressing you out. These are the mortal thoughts. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Now look, I don't want to say throw away your responsibilities. Look, brother, the last thing I want is brothers pulling me to the side talking about, Shaman said I don't gotta pay my bills, man. I let go from it. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't be simple, Jake. You know, I'm just saying, let not these things weigh you down. You know, have faith that the Most High is gonna get you through these particular predicaments, man. All right, because that's really what will happen. Sometimes you're so jammed up with your back against the wall, you feel like the Lord ain't working with you. You feel like there's no way out. But the Lord is just a very theatrical deity. You know, He likes to test your patience and your faith, and He does like last second miracles. In fact, that's why the scripture says the righteous shall scarcely be saved, right? It's going to be a narrow, die hard, hanging off the cliff kind of salvation. And that's how the Most High does things, right? It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Yeah, man, fuck it. Fuck these bullshit that we're going through. Straight up. It says, cast away the burden of man and put off now the weak nature. Now, that's another thing, too. I'm going to say this. And not every brother's spirit is the same. That I'll consider. But really, you should be embracing this shit. Like, I love a lot of shit coming at me, man. You know, even at my job, like, it's not built for everybody to handle all these different situation, employees, everything coming at you left and right. But I thrive in shit like that, and that's how the Lord really wants us to really dance in the fire, as the elder Barack Obama would say, right? Just have, like, you know what I mean, like, be built up for it, because the trials and the tribulations is only going to make you stronger, build up your faith. So brothers can't be like curled up in a fucking ball and woe is me all the damn time. There's a little time for that, but more or less, fuck that weak shit, you know? Embrace it, you know? Like, count it really a W that the Lord is really having them spirits fuck with you and situations fuck with you. You know, it's really a W, because that means the Lord cares about you, right? It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast been happen shall be done hereafter. Yeah, so we're going to go through greater things. You know, remember the trial of your faith working patience, and the scriptures speak about many temptations leading up to the ultimate temptation, the hour of temptation, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. We're going to be tried beyond belief. So this little bullshit that we're going through now ain't really shit, man. You know, none of this shit ain't nothing, man. You know what I mean? You really have to have that, like, Spartan spirit, like, fuck it, you know? I know Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to make a way. That's why the scripture says, cast the burden upon the Lord. Get down on your knees, cry to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He will make a way for thee, man. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, man. You know? Don't lean on your fucking feelings, as the scripture says. Lean not on thy own understandings, alright? But yet, Yahweh Shem Yahushua guide our steps, guides our path. Make us pray for words of wisdom, alright? And now, as the scripture says, in closing, faith without works is dead, alright? Yes, you've prayed that the Most High make a way for you, but you have to do some sort of diligence to find how you could get out of this situation or jam, right? You can't be going, you know, months without work, alright, and just praying and think a fucking job is going to fall in your lap. No, you're going to have to apply. You know, you might have to fudge your resume a bit. You know, a job where you was at 2 months lately, I've been there 2 years, you know. Just make sure you soaked up that information. You know, you got to finesse a little bit to get out your situation. You might have to play the nice guy role with your baby mom. She's giving you help. You know, you might be under your parents' roof. You got to abide by their rules. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. You know, it's Thanksgiving. Eat with them. No, they're celebrating that and being a goddamn lion. No, look, you want to jam right now? Use the fucking wisdom that the script, not fucking wisdom, slacker. Use the blessed wisdom of the scriptures to navigate through this situation. That's how you meld the faith with the prayer, man. And then you should overcome these mortal thoughts, man. Gotta know how to finesse, Yaikwab, right? That's what we are. We're Jacob. You see? Pray the Most High give you that wisdom and cunning, man, to get that better job, all right? To find ways to get your ass out of debt. You know, you have the brotherhood, but don't make it that your number one go-to. You know, find ways to figure shit out, Jake. Then you fall upon the brotherhood. You know, because if the brotherhood is just pulling out every fucking thing, then guess what? You're not learning anything. Where's the life lesson in there? You just got bailed out every fucking second like these bankers. You have to learn and go through shit. You know what I mean? All right. Again. Not saying don't go to the brotherhood. You know, you got to be precise with Jake. Don't make that your first resort. Go through the life lessons, all right? And do not let these mortal thoughts, the burden, the bullshit that you're going through right now, even for a second, let you contemplate leaving this thing, man. All right? Because there's nothing that could outweigh the glory, all right, that's going to come with being a part of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's elect, man. All right? So let go from these mortal thoughts. Yahweh Shem Yahushua will make a way through. And remember, brothers, in the grand scheme of things, we already obtained the crown. Time just has to play it out. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.